Hello friends, my name is Raju. I am working as a lecturer in Government Polytechnic for Men, Warangal. Today in this lecture, we are discussing about different types of transformers. First of all, what is meant by transformer? Transformer is a static device. It's working on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction, it transfers the current or voltage to the primary winding to secondary winding without any electrical connection. There is no electrical connection between primary winding and secondary winding. There is a magnetic connection, magnetic flux connection. That means when the current flowing through primary winding, it produces the magnetic flux. This varying magnetic flux linked with the secondary winding. Then there is induced EMF produced in the secondary winding, or voltage is produced in the secondary winding. This is the working principle of transformer. Working principle of transformer. There are different types of transformers. First one is power transformers. Power transformers. What is meant by power transformer? Step up and step down transformers are used in power transmission. Step up transformer is a transformer. It increases the voltage. That means here primary voltage is less than the secondary voltage, or primary voltage is or secondary voltage is greater than primary voltage. Example, if I apply the 2 volts at the primary winding, then it converts to above 2 volts. That means 3 volts, 5 volts, like that. That is a step up transformer. Again, here there is step down transformer is also power transformer. Step down transformer means the primary voltage of the transformer or primary winding voltage is greater than the secondary winding voltage. That means here step down means secondary voltage winding is lesser than primary winding voltage. That is step down transformer. These two type of transformer are also called power transformers. At the generating station, we step up the voltage, and at consumer point of view, we step down the voltage. At that places, we use step up and step down transformers. Here, step down transformers mainly used in DC regulated power supplies. That is in mobile charging units, laptops, TV receivers, computers. Many domestic electronic equipment used step down transformers. That means it converts 220 volts supply into 5 volts, 6 volts, like that. These are called step down transformers. So here in power transformers, we use step up transformers and step down transformers. Next we are discussing about audio frequency transformers, AF transformers. AF transformers. Audio frequency transformers used in audio amplifiers, radios, tape recorders, TV receivers, and public address systems and other audio systems. So here audio frequency range is 20 Hz to 20 kHz. These audio frequency transformers are used in audio amplifiers, radios, tape recorders, TV receivers, and public addressing systems. Next transformers is intermediate frequency transformers. Intermediate frequency transformers. These intermediate frequency transformers are used in intermediate frequency amplifier stages of radio, TV, and other communication receivers. These are used in intermediate frequency amplifier stages, radio, TV, and other communication receivers. Next one is radio frequency transformers. Radio frequency transformers. Radio frequency transformers are used in radio frequency amplifiers. The example radio, TV, satellite, and other communication receivers. Next we are discussing about video or pulse transformers. Video or pulse transformers. These video and pulse transformers are used in video amplifier of TV receivers. In TV receivers, when we want to amplify the video signal, we use video amplifiers. Next we are discussing about EHT transformers. EHT transformers. These EHT transformers are used to generate extra high tension voltage in TV receivers. These are used to generate extra high tension voltage in TV receivers. Next, auto transformers. These auto transformers are used to get variable AC voltage. These are used to control lighting on stage shows. Auto transformers are used to control lighting on stage shows. Next one we are discussing about current transformers. The current transformers are used to magnify the current, or these current transformers are used to increase the strength of the current. Impedance transformers. These impedance transformers are used for impedance matching. Impedance transformers are used to impedance matching. What is mean impedance matching? The source voltage equal to load, source impedance equal to load impedance, then it is called impedance matching. Source impedance and load impedance are equal, then it is called impedance matching. Next one we are discussing about instrumentation amplifier. Instrumentation transformers. Instrumentation transformers. These instrumentation transformers are used in electronic voltmeters, ammeters and multimeters. Electronic voltmeters, ammeters and multimeters. So what are the different types of transformers? Power transformers, audio frequency transformers, intermediate frequency transformers, radio frequency transformers, video or pulse transformers, IT transformers, auto transformers, current transformers, impedance transformers and instrument transformers. Next we are discussing about use of ferrites in construction of high frequency inductors. Use of ferrites in the construction of high frequency conductors. The ferrites have low leakage inductance. Here ferrites have low leakage inductance. The property of high resistivity of the ferrites keep the eddy current losses very small at high frequencies. So here we use the ferrites, eddy current losses are reduced. When we use the ferrites, eddy current losses are reduced in the inductors. These eddy current losses are produced at high frequencies. At high frequencies, the eddy currents are losses is more. So if you want to reduce eddy current losses, we use ferrite as a core. And also ferrites have fairly constant permeability and low hysteresis loss. It's have the constant permeability and low hysteresis loss. These ferrites eliminates the need for the laminated construction for the cores in case of ferrite core transformers. So if you use ferrites, laminated core construction is avoided. So if you use iron, there is more hysteresis loss if you use iron. If you want to reduce the iron losses, we use ferrite core, then automatically eddy current losses are reduced. So for this purpose, the ferrites are suited for very high frequency applications. The ferrites are suited for very high frequency applications. The ferrites are used as core for radio frequency transformers, and for switching and memory devices in high speed computers. Here we use ferrite and alloys. So compare the ferrite and alloys. Permeability of alloys less than or equal to 4000. Permeability of ferrites less than or equal to 16,000. Temperature rise for alloys is 40 to 65 degrees centigrade. Ferrites also 40 to 65 degrees centigrade. Maximum flux density for alloys 0.9 to 1.2. For ferrites 2.3 to 3. Resistivity for alloys is 10 power 5. For ferrites 10 power 11. So from this comparison we are used to ferrites in construction of core for inductors. Next we are discussing about self-inductance and mutual inductance. Self-inductance and mutual inductance. What is meant by self-inductance and mutual inductance? Self-inductance. Whenever current passes through a conductor, lines of magnetic flux are generated around it. Any wire we take in any conductor, then the current flowing through the conductor, there is a magnetic flux generated. This magnetic flux opposes the change in current due to induced EMF. When current flows, there is a magnetic flux generated. Due to magnetic flux, there is a induced EMF generated in the inductor. This induced EMF opposes the basic cause. That means according to Lenz's law, it opposes the basic cause. Here basic cause is current. The opposition to the change in current is known as here inductance. The component which provides inductance is called as an inductor. For inductance, the unit is Henry. V equal to minus L into di by dt. Here L in Henry. The negative sign in the above equation, that means V equal to minus L into di by dt. Here negative sign indicates induced EMF opposes the basic cause. that is here basic cause is current. So finally, the definition for self-inductance is the ability of a coil to oppose any change in the amount of current flowing through it is referred to as self-inductance. The ability of coil to oppose any change in the amount of current flowing through it is referred to as self-inductance. Self-inductance, or the ability of coil to induce a voltage in self when current change is known as self-inductance. The ratio of flux linkages to the current through the same coil is called as self-inductance. Self-inductance formula L equal to N pi by I. L equal to N pi by I. So different expressions for self-inductance series. In first method, the coefficient of self-inductance of a coil defined as the Weber turns per ampere in the coil. Weber turns per ampere in the coil, that is V equal to L into di by dt. V equal to L into di by dt, d by dt into Li, d by dt into Li. That equal N into d pi by dt, d by dt into N pi. So equating the above equations, we get Li equal to N pi. Li equal to N pi. Here N equal to N pi by I. L equal to N pi by I Henry. Here N pi equal to Weber for turn. L equal to 1 ampere. L equal to 1 Henry. I equal to 1 ampere. Then there is a flux linkage is 1 Weber turn. Second method is L equal to N pi by I. L equal to N pi by I. N pi equal to Li. N pi equal to Li. We put the negative sign both sides, minus N pi equal to minus Li, minus N pi equal to minus Li. here L equal to n pi by I, n pi equal to Li. We put the negative sign on both sides, minus n pi equal to minus Li, minus n pi equal to minus Li, minus d pi. You apply the differentiation on both sides, minus d by dt n pi equal to minus d by dt Li, d by dt n pi equal to d by dt Li, minus n into d pi by dt equal to minus L into di by dt. Here minus n into d by dt equal to E or V. Then here V equal to minus L into di by dt. V equal to minus L into di by dt. Here L equal to minus El by di by dt. L equal to minus El divided by di by dt. Di by dt is called di by dt is ampere per second. A coil has a self inductance of 1 Henry. If 1 volt is induced in it, when the current flowing through it is changes at the rate 1 ampere per second. At the rate 1 ampere per second. Next method is Next method is L equal to n pi by I. Here n by I, here pi value is ni by I by 1 by I by mu naught mu r A. Here flux pi equal to mmf by reluctance. Here mmf is equal to ni. Reluctance is equal to I by mu naught mu r A. Reluctance equal to I by mu naught mu r A. Then finally we get n by I into ni by I mu naught mu r A. Mu naught mu r n square A by I. Finally we get L equal to mu naught mu r n square A by I. Here 1 by mu naught mu r A is referred to as S. Then L equal to n square by S. L equal to n square by S. Here S is called reluctance. S is called reluctance. L is equal n square by S. These are the three methods for finding the L. Finding the L and different formulas. Here first formula is L equal to n pi by I. Second formula is L equal to minus VL by di by dt. Next L equal to n square by S. Thank you very much.